Hello Yu fans, Matt Durant here, and welcome to another episode with PSYFrame. After some playtesting this week, I have come up with a decent build for my deck, so hopefully this will be fine, and I'll do a deck profile for it either this week or next week, so look out for that. And hopefully there will be much change from this, but only time will tell, see how it works. So I don't want to go into discussing it right now, but I will discuss it in the deck profile, so let's go into the duels. And duel 1 is against Velox Letalis. I really can't pronounce that at all. No extra deck, oh it's Monarchs, it must be Monarchs. Max C as well, in the hand. Great. PSYFrame. And Max C. 2 draw 2 cards and then my turn. Nowadays it's probably not going to be Exodia, because it's going to be Monarchs. You can't play with an extra deck when you play the Monarch field spell, so he's going to try and lock me out this whole duel. But I need a Gamma. I really need a Gamma right now. I need to negate that field spell as soon as it comes out as a problem. Okay, he hasn't added anything yet, so what Monarch card is he going to add? He's got the original Monarch. That's target 2 Monarch spells need reverse your into the deck to draw 1 card. That's not once per turn. Really, that's not once per turn. That's annoying. And the duality comes out. No. Beta will have to do. I've already got my Gamma. I don't need another one. Well, not now. I need to give myself a little variance in case he just normal summons a monster that does attacks directly and tries to keep beating me down. Oh fuck no, I'm not letting you do this. Overload. Yeah, I'll banish you to banish this Dominion. Very powerful field spell. He's gonna MST me, isn't he? No, he isn't. Thank goodness. This is one of the craziest field spells ever created. It's unbelievably overpowered. This makes Abstract Infinity look like a little kid. In comparison, it's just so overpowered. Did that trap card? What was it? Original Monarch card info. It's continuous, isn't it? So it doesn't need to be face up. It needs to be face up to continue its effect. Yeah. Fuck it. Banish. You're gonna chain it anyway. You can't chain it. At least you can't chain it. It'll be banished anyway, but now I can use my Psychic Path. And I'm paying 800 life points. I can add my 2 monsters back. Oh, also I should mention I'm running triple driver, so I don't want to lose to having 2 drives in the banishment zone and not having my access to my path. What the fuck is this? 2 more dualities in the same place. Nonetheless, and since he can't tribute anything of mine, he doesn't actually have a play. Let's drop that duality. Number 2. You can't max C me. Oh. Add the overload. If he knows there's a Regeki out, he is more than likely going to. If he knows there's a Regeki out, he's not going to contribute all his forces onto the field. No, I won't tell him what it is. He's going to discard something. Probably a Monarch spell or trap, because he would rather have his original Monarch in access. And oh, he dropped the original Monarch. Wow, you can even see Aether in there. Wow. And dropping that 3rd duality. This is 3 dualities in 1 duel. Terraforming Sea. Oh, I have to go for the fields. Shuffle. And set. Ygopro. I was originally playing 2, but I've tested out, and it looks like 3 is going to be the better version. Okay, that's going to activate its effect. Yeah, I'm not going to let that happen. Gambit. And a Maxi drops. And since that's dropping, I might as well use my Alpha. Since both of them will go onto the field, and it should not cause anything. And what the hell does that do? This is one, so this is a normal monster. Okay, it's fine. From the deck, a side driver, and an Alpha, and adding. Already got my Overload, need another Gamma. And dropping the Gamma from the deck to negate that effect. And PSYFrame Circuit will activate. Yes, I'm actually going to use both effects of Saber, which is the same effect twice, but Synchro Shotgun. Oh, I need something that gets off the field. I need Omega. And I need something in special summons. I'm gonna put my thing there. And on draw, let's use this to banish that. And he surrenders. Oh, he didn't like that I was gonna do something. I was gonna get rid of my field so he couldn't use Stormforth, or whatever it's called. And he would not be able to tribute my monsters, and I'll continually cycle through. I didn't want my Zeteron field anymore because it's worse in that position. And I also had a field zone anyway, so if any of those got banished, I could return to my graveyard, and especially some of that Psychic Synchro, and that would be just annoying for my opponent. It's playing a lot more efficiently. I love this trap card, Overload, just amazing. And let's go on to Duel 2. And Duel 2 is against Evil Sponge 3. I dueled him earlier today. He may be playing PSYFrame again, so maybe a mirror match. Okay, he's floating the card extra deck. This doesn't look like the same deck. Although he's playing like the same deck, so I would assume it is. And going for my circuit, this will tell me if it is, because I've got a Gamma in hand, so I can at least negate his Delta if he goes for that. Or if he goes for the trap, I've got Epsilon, so that's fine too. Then we have Mass Chains. No. If he's PSYFrame Duels, it's going to take forever for us to actually summon a monster. It's basically draw, pass, draw, pass, draw, set a card, pass. At least I got my Overload. He's probably going to banish that Overload now because he knows it's an Overload. I'm pretty sure now he's playing PSYFrame. Yeah, he's playing Cyclone, so Delta. Yeah, it's definitely the same deck. He plays Cyclone in that. And from the deck, my driver comes forth with my Delta. And Synchro Shotgun with Circuit's effect. That's a really nice effect. He's gonna try and banish it, isn't he? He's gonna Alpha. Okay, that's glitched. Alpha has a glitch right now where he banishes a card. Yeah, I'm going to use a lot of traps on this, so I'll banish my driver and get rid of that Overload. And a bottomless trap hole. The final card in that whole set. Well, I can't synchro summon, obviously. But he loses his monsters during the end phase anyway, because of the glitch. At least I don't lose my own Overload, so I'm at a plus there. Well, my Delta's going to go anyway. It's taking forever for this Chainlink 1 to resolve. For some reason. Okay. Oh, he's adding a Gamma. Well, that kind of fucks me up. I don't think the alpha issue has been solved yet, so I'm only plussing because that alpha will be protected. At this point, he's got quite a lot of control, and I'd have to overload his driver next turn. Oh, is it his turn? Yeah, it's his turn. Fuck. Oh yeah. Already used it. That's gonna be annoying. Very much. And obviously not using Circuit's effect. But its end phase will activate and I'll be able to gamma. Yes, and he will be able to gamma my gamma. Driver, and again, negate and destroy. And Circuit activates. Omega. Terraforming, let's add my circuit. And unfortunately, I can't do any further things. If he has beta now, that's going to be really annoying. Okay, I'm gonna end there because if I do anything in accord with his, then he can do stuffs. It's fine. Destroy my own circuit. I'll destroy my circuit. But that is furthermore the only thing he can do right now, unless he has a normal summon in his deck. Unless card can't D. I couldn't even activate my own circuit because he could have a delta in hand. Oh no, he drew the beta. That's gonna be annoying. Activate the circuit. And why is he taking so long? Oh yeah. What's I've got in my graveyard? So I'm going to be putting one card back into here. There's nothing you can banish from my graveyard, thankfully. I'll put Gamma back in. Yeah, put Gamma back in. Omega. Put the Gamma back in. You can't activate anything. What is it? You can't activate his Gamma, so that's fine with me. Because he's got monsters in his board, and that's annoying for you. He did beat me earlier, so hopefully I can one-up him this time. The only thing is, he had a glitched alpha, so then again I'm also playing with glitched alpha. We both have the circuit. And I don't have the Gamma. Oh my god, the Psychic Field Zone. Feels are there. And his monster is summoned. And on that summon, I have to use my alpha. And I'm adding Overload. I have to add Overload, alright. I know my opponent doesn't actually run many Epsilons. I run one more than him, I believe. From what I've seen so far. And after going to Zeta, that would bounce it. Yeah, Zeta's best thing at this point. Since Zeta can chain to Almega's effect. And he can run it over as well. And his effect's gonna activate, and he's gonna put something back in that management zone. Oh, he's put my own overload. He probably thought it was his overload. Lol. Yeah, he probably thought it was his own overload. Wrong one, yeah. That's true. Don't worry, I don't think I'm going to use the overload anyway. Just cause he's going to use his Omega. I'm going to use my own Zeta. And hopefully if I can just go into the battle phase, I can just run it over. Field Zone. No, I need a Gamma. That's more dangerous. Entering the battle phase. Yes, I've got the battle phase at least. That's fine with me. And no, I'm not going to drop anything at this point. It doesn't increase the attack defense, does it? No, it doesn't. And there, I've got Overload. And on draw, let's get rid of something. That Circuit. That's going to prove problematic. Although it doesn't even look like there's any change. This artwork looks like it could be Palladius. But it isn't. Hopefully he didn't draw into a beta. If he draws into a beta, then I'm screwed for a bit. He doesn't look like he has. No, he's got his Omega effect. What's he going to put back in the deck? Field Zone. I'm not going to activate this trap card. It wasn't supposed to be in here anyway. Can't use the trap card. I'm pretty sure the only card in his hand is Gamma right now. So I think I'm going to be safe for Pot of Duality. But never mind, look, it'll have switched it into Delta. No, I'm not chaining anything. The psychic field zones, they're everywhere. Obviously a field zone then. And let's see if we can banish something. Okay, what do we banish? Epsilon. So I'm going to return it back with field zone. The fields, the zoning. And yeah, that's fine with me. Can't use you because I've used Duality. And Zeta charges in for a strong assault. If I had activated my own alpha, I would have been in the same situation and had the same glitch. But on the first duel with him, he loses connection. Seriously, I let you actually win at the final one. I didn't rage quit. Don't have to do that. Didn't let him win. I mean, let him actually hit me for direct damage and end the game that way, not surrender. So yeah, in the first game against him, which was not recorded unfortunately, I do have the replay saved, but it was not with the most efficient version of this deck. My alpha had that same glitch, and that's how I know of it, and reported it to the forum, so hopefully they'll get that sorted out for next time I'm dueling. If not, yeah. So basically, the only way to survive a mirror match against PSYFrame is to not play Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically, don't do anything except attack. The only ones you'll have is beta, and if you know there's a beta, you need to get rid of the beta. You might have to sign in Mind Crush or you can't sign in Mind Drain. You have to sign in Mind Crush to get rid of betas out your opponent's hand. Most of them won't be playing Epsilon at high voltage, high percentage. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Has advanced so much that OCG decks like Perform Age play 34 monsters, 6 spell cards, hardly any trap lineup, only in the side deck. So cards like Magic Drain are going to make an appearance again, and Epsilon will not be as applicable. Okay, on to the final duel. And final duel today is against Act and SHJ. Weird name. Very weird. I don't even think that's a name. Let's see. Okay. I don't even know whether it's better to start with this or go second with this, because on starting I get PSYFrame Circuit, and that's good, but I lose one card that I would have actually used, and that just gives me shit all. But if I'm not starting, my monster's going to get banished because I don't have Circuit. No, I'm not letting you have that. Sullen Warning. And then you're going to use Yoko. Oh, he's Symphonic Speedroid. Interesting. I don't know what this does. Switch someone Symphonic from your deck. He hasn't even used his normal summon yet. Okay. Yeah, he's using his Yoko now. Yoko's gonna try and summon out a red die, but that's when Gamma drops onto the field and wrecks everyone's day with a driver and a Gamma and a gate, and Circuit's gonna activate, and we're gonna have an Omega. And on summon, let's start to disrupt his play with that random card. And it's a speed rebirth, but we shouldn't know this because there's a glitch that's showing me the rebirth. I would not know what that is because that was supposed to be face down. And Omega returns to the field with some nice things there. And Terraforming is going to give me a PSYFrame circuit. And then let's go for that pot of duality. We're not going to synchro summon this turn. We don't use that turn. Rigeki, nice, but I'll go for the Delta. The Delta's lovely, and no other real use except for striking down that sizes. And main 2 banishing one random card from my opponent's hand, and it's not Speed Rebirth this time. Speed Rebirth is in the field though. So he's using his sizes, I don't know what that does. He special summons a monster. Okay. Amplifier, what the fuck is this? Oh, okay. Let's negate that. Let's bring from my deck another driver and a delta. Negate and destroy. Circuit summons out a second Omega. I think 3 Omegas may be a bit too much. And let's banish that speed rebirth. And he loses connection. This deck makes you rage quit like crazy because you just can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! It doesn't let you play Yu-Gi-Oh! This deck is very, very powerful. It may not be a meta deck, but it's definitely going to be an anti-meta deck. This is going to be the anti-meta deck for the next format, most likely. With that and its biggest threat, it's a rival, Arrow Mage. That could be a great anti-meta deck because it can only lose 1 turn, whereas ours is a great anti-meta deck because it can disrupt most decks, as it has something for everyone, basically. Yes, killed by mainframe, but that's for another day. So I think this is fine for now. I don't want to get too many duels on this one yet. I want to wait till Alpha comes out properly and has no glitches, and the Omega has no glitches. But bringing out 2 Omegas kind of is a win condition. I will do a deck profile for this late after this, and it'll probably be up probably tomorrow, so look out for that. And thank you for watching. If you've got any suggestions for the deck, please leave them below in the comments, and I will review them and see if they're effective in this deck, and hopefully I can work with them. If not, I'll tell you anyway. Please like, subscribe if you enjoy this and want to see further content. Thank you very much for watching. Matt Durant signing out.